Very good morning, dear children. Let's start our today's class with the prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Dear children, for today's class, we are going to see the second unit supplementary reader, Zigzag. First, let's know about the author. Author name is Asha Negemia. Asha Negemia, born in 1958 at Chennai, has lived, studied and worked in 8 different cities and small towns and is now a resident of Bangalore. She has always been interested in writing. Her love for reading led her to study literature in college. If she has not been a writer, she would have been a teacher. Humor, fantasy, mystery and adventure are the strong elements in her work. She loves baking, walking, reading and traveling. Let's move on to the lesson. Zigzag. First we see the summary. Author Asha Negemia unfolds the delicate love a bird can exhibit to the astonishment of the inmates. Interesting facts about plants and animals will draw the attention of students. Let us read the family's reaction towards the wonder bird Zigzag. He is Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan. Dr. Ashok T. Krishnan's family shelters Somu's new pet Zigzag, a queer-looking African bird who is known for talking and singing in 21 different languages, brought in by Visu after a telephonic conversation which wasn't audible due to the variety of blood-curdling yells and ear-splitting sobs. Mr. Krishnan knows about Mrs. Krishnan's painting exhibition. She is Mrs. Krishnan. Mrs. Krishnan's painting exhibition the next week and denies the plea of Somu to shelter the pet. But due to this sound, he misunderstood. His friend misunderstood that Dr. Krishnan accepted the deal. Zigzag is the most harmless, unusual and lovable bird bred by a genuine African witch doctor who gifted it to Somu when he, being a child specialist like Dr. Krishnan, cured the witch doctor's son while he was touring the deepest jungle of Africa a month ago. To Somu, the bird is an absolute treasure and a real help. However, Somu mistakes Krishnan to have agreed to the request. Their son, Aravind, he is Somu. Their son, Aravind and daughter Maya are keen in bringing the pet home. They both discuss about the unique gifts given by Uncle Somu, such as insect-eating plant. This is that insect-eating plant. Insect-eating plant, tiny pen knife with genuine sax tooth blade, the aboriginal boomerang, this is that boomerang, and so on. But this strange guest turns out to a disappointment for the Krishnan's family. So what happened about every gift given by Dr. Somu? What is that? Her wife disagreed with Dr. Krishnan. She said, Somu may be your best friend, but whatever he gifted us, it makes trouble to us. So she explained about this plant, different plant. But his son denied that. You are right, but remember the penknife he gave us last year. It has been really helpful. So, but Mrs. Krishnan says, Maya, you should not support him because you tore 3 skirts and 2 pair of jeans with that knife. Also, their son could remember about this boomerang, aboriginal boomerang. So she replied that, did you forget, Aravind, that boomerang cut the TV wires, damages to several cars, and knock out our watchman. So she is not pleased with the gift given by Somu, who is the friend of Dr. Krishnan. But Dr. Krishnan said, zigzag is different. He also ascertains that we too love zigzag because the bird knows 21 languages. If it starts to sing, the voice can attract thousands of hearts. But Mrs. Krishnan said, I think it is useless and I have many other works. But their son wanted to bring zigzag to their school, and also Maya is eagerly waiting for zigzag. Somu said he would send zigzag with his old cook Visu. So who is the carrier of zigzag? Visu. Sometimes they will come today. So this is the arrival of old cook Visu. So he came with zigzag. Everybody was astonished to see this zigzag bird. It is of different type. So he said, this is zigzag. This boy tried to talk with that bird because as the bird knows many languages, he tried to make the bird to talk, but it doesn't open its mouth. So he tried to give some fruits and nuts to the bird, but it denied to eat beginningly. Just wait. This is told by Visu. Just wait till zigzag settle down in this new home. So after the departure of Visu, leaving the zigzag with the home, Dr. Krishnan also started to his clinic. Now zigzag does nothing but sleeps and snores all the time at home, that even the neighbors complain about the noise in person and over the phone. So it snores. Many complained about it, but Maya said as per the scientific fact, a bird couldn't snore at all. So she tries to split water on the bird, but it doesn't wake up from its sleep. Snore, snore, snore. Its sound disturbed everyone in that colony. So they tried a lot to make the bird to wake up. All attempts to awaken the bird goes in vain. They finally feel a big escape to leave home and stay far away from the sound of snoring. The bird at first, before resorting to a steadfast sleep, eats the nuts and fruits, keeps them safe in the chandelier and the fan blades. Fan is in the ceiling fan only. Okay. Now her maid her maid Lakshmi enters into the house. The maid Lakshmi shrieks when she switches on the fan in an excited manner, thinks she is blessed with papayas and bananas raining inside the room, not knowing the bird's play. Mrs. Krishnan is annoyed at the slip of overripe. Yes, papaya whizzing off the fan and splattering all over her unfinished masterpiece, Sunset at Marina, spreading streaks of gooey orange pulp and shiny black seeds all over it. This is the excitement of her servant Lakshmi. So Mrs. Krishnan tries to thinks of to shoot zigzag bird. So she called his husband. Dr. Krishnan leaves an email message for Somu asking him for clear instruction on how to stop zigzag from snore. 6 frantic days of checking their email day and night make them dumbstruck by the reply from Somu on the 7th day that the bird never sleeps nor snores. Mrs. Krishnan wants it to be sent to Visu as her friends and experts will come home and choose her painting for the exhibition. Dr. Krishnan had barely walked through the door. So, no other way. Dr. Krishnan had to pick this bird zigzag to his clinic. So, he picked the zigzag to his clinic. Krishnan takes zigzag in the car and hopes to find Visu so that zigzag's note doesn't add to the din of the sobs and shrieks produced by the tiny patients waiting for him. However, Ziggy Saga, king of the Tonka, was not familiar to being kept waiting and was already making his way to the clinic where he perched himself on the nurse's reception table. Dr. Krishnan warned Zigzag fiercely as he went towards his room. Dr. Krishnan had barely walked through the door and separated his clinic from the waiting room when he heard a strange voice say, "You there in blue t-shirt, don't jump on the sofa. And you in the red dress, don't swing on the curtain." It was Zigzag's voice, clear and commanding. There was pin-drop silence in the room as everyone waited for Zigzag's next sentence. Dr. Krishnan was amazed. Gone was Zigzag's bored and grumpy expression. Instead, the bird looks happy and alert as it went about the job it has been trained for, first with the African witch doctor and then with Dr. Somu. To top it all, Zigzag never slept nor snored. Zigzag was an absolute treasure and Dr. Krishnan never wanted Visu to take away Zigzag. Now, Mrs. Krishnan took calls, at the same time sounding very pleased with herself. She said that Mrs. Jujuwala, the art critic, did not want to exhibit Sunset at Marina since she would buy it for herself for rupees 5,000. For she loved my new technique of painting. She simply adored those streaky orangey bites. Dr. Krishnan gave the bird a toffee from his desk as a compliment. But he just ate the coffee paper wrapper and all, and then lowers one crinky eyelid in a knowing wink like this. Okay? So, Zigzag attracts, this is the conclusion. Zigzag attracts Krishnan's family after all the mess and irritating snores. It is interesting to watch the activities of a wild bird that belongs to the deepest jungles of Africa. The lesson has amazing facts about African animals and birds, adding to the students' delight. So this is the end. Up to this, I would like to wind up. All the best, girls. God bless you. Thank you.